This way. Just over here, Penny. This way, Penny. That's good. This way again. Penny, can you turn it again? This way. Stay round here.
Arriving at Crystal Palace to give them a good send-off, Miss World, Australia's Penny Plummer. But the others aren't going by bike. The last seconds are ticking away before 98 contestants start on the toughest motor rally ever held. 10,000 miles at the wheel from London to Sydney. The optional extras indicate the hazards ahead. The RAF have entered a Hillman Hunter. The Army, 5 teams, including a Land Rover driven by the Lancers. The Russians are entering 4 Moskvich cars. There's strong continental interest in the event, which could have a tremendous influence on future world sales. British Leyland have 19, including factory cars and private entries. Oldest car in the race, this 1930 Bentley. It stood up to the last 38 years, so the next 10 days should be no problem at all. One of the 1800s carrying the hopes of British Leyland. More than a quarter of the entry comes from Ford. So from the vast crowd of well-wishers at Crystal Palace, up to Westminster, back over the river and southeast to Dover. The first stage of the route as far as Bulgaria is pretty reasonable, but from there on, the primitive conditions in Turkey and Persia would soon be taking their toll. There's a prize of £2,000 for the first car to reach Bombay. After the sea voyage to Fremantle, they'll be faced with another 3,500 miles to Sydney. And it's here in Australia they'll face the toughest conditions of all. These pictures from an early Round Australia event speak for themselves. Today the cars have changed, but not the conditions. "10,000 miles in 10 days. The most fearful motoring marathon since the race from Paris to Pekin over 60 years ago.
Vietnam, this is where it's at. It's what's happening, or to put it another way, who needs it?